Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
It's here. Yeah. So, yes, off or to vibrate. Do not search the web during the talk. It's very disrespectful to the speakers and the time they put in preparing the talk. Okay? We're not millennials, and multitasking is a total myth. So today we're very, very lucky. We got a short talk second from Short George over there about other possibilities for assisted living. But before that, we are going to experience assistance we all need in living in Thailand, which is a better understanding of Thai law. Okay, especially now that I drive, I constantly wonder what laws Thais are driving under. It's very puzzling to me sometimes. Now, and our two speakers, Kun Chang and Chat Chai, are here from, what's the name of the company again? V2B, okay? V2B International Lawyers. And in case, don't feel uncomfortable about Kun Chang, the lawyer, because he started off in a bar, right? You know, so he was working in a bar. All these Farangs were coming in, needing advice about something, looking to the bartender to give them advice as they do. And he thought, well, you know, I'm giving all this advice about Thai law and stuff. I might as well get paid properly for it. And he went off and turned his life around and became a qualified lawyer by the age of 40. And now he runs a number of businesses, including the immigration assistance, the offices next to immigration down in Jomtien, and also a driving company and helping foreigners from like Myanmar, etc., get jobs, etc. So he's got a very knowledgeable about a large number of pies. So, and he's with Kun Chat Chai, and they're going to take turns in bringing you up to speed. And who has a question about Thai law that they're not quite sure about? Is there anybody that doesn't have a question about Thai law? All right. Please welcome, give a warm welcome to Kun Chang.
Thank you, Len. Good morning, everyone here. As you know, my office is next to Pattaya Immigration, Jomtien Soi 5. I'm doing many things at my office. Okay, I start my business from visa application for Thai people who go to the UK. That's how come my company visa to Britain, V2B International Lawyer Office. Okay. Then now I have a driving school located at Hua Yai. Some of you here maybe already use my service. I also have 2 language schools, one in Soi 7, Jomtien, named Kru Chang Language School, and also in Tepasit Road, Soi 17. The name of school is Visa Language School. Some of you can use for education visa, yeah. But here I think you no need because you have retirement visa. I also do a recruitment company in my office about Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia who gonna work here in Pattaya or in Thailand. All over Thailand I can do. Or if you have a relationship with them, like a girlfriend, if you want them to have a long-term visa here, I also can do. Rest of that is many of Thai lady have a boyfriend who passed away here. I also can contact embassy. The patient is Mr. Barry work with me here. Okay. At my law office, we also do a notary service, notary public. Many of you need what they call life certificate. I think every year you have to do it. Some of you. And also, if you need a visa in Thailand, long-term visa, LTR like that, I also can do. The visa for Thai people who go abroad, like Australia or Europe country, we do that. If you be refused visa, like a UK, I also do appeal visa for them. Also the passport. If your passport expire, like a British passport or American passport, Australian passport, you can renew at my office. No need to go to your embassy in Bangkok. Also, marriage register. If you meet a Thai girlfriend here, or both of you are not Thai, you also can marry in Thailand. I also do that service. Okay. About the probate, if someone pass away here, you maybe need a probate in Thailand. We also can do here. Less than that. Okay, about divorce, we call okay. If you cannot find your couple, I mean, if you married, you go back to your country. When you come back, you cannot find your wife. Thing like that. Yeah, this happened in Thailand. Yeah, this happened. Yeah. Yeah. You can use my office to do this. Divorce without your couple, but may take a time. Okay.
Can you tell us how to escape a wife if you
Okay. Okay, next of that is like a civil case and criminal case. I will invite my lawyer to talk with you about this. Mr. Chachai.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello, good morning. My name is Chachai. Okay, I'm working with Mr. Chang. We are in the same office. Okay, today I will talk about civil case and criminal case. Okay, it's like most of the country, Thailand, we have both civil and criminal case. The civil case is all about the contract and agreement, such as the breach of the contract, buy, sale, dispute about the business commerce arrangement. And then the family law is also considered civil in Thailand. But some cases, for example, involving fraud or embezzlement, the criminal matter maybe will be involved. Trespassing, sneaking to the people's house without the permission. This kind of case is involved criminal and the civil, And initially, when the crime is happened, what you need to do is, the most important thing is you have to go to the police. You have to report within 90 days, not beyond that. If it's beyond that, the law is require you to report before that. Otherwise, it's going to be, cannot do anything about the case. Okay. In the civil case matter, the police will not take any action or no responsible for that. It's your part to do that. You have to hire the lawyer to do. And of course, you can also go to the police and then to report them what is happening It's not just the criminal case. When the civil case is happened, you also can go to the police station, report to them what is happening. The lawyer need the detail inside of that report to do the case following. Okay, this is very important because some people they will just keep the story in their mind, and then when the time comes, they just tell the lawyer what is happening, like 1, 2, 3. So the best is go to the police station, tell the detail. This is happened, and then you can keep that. And then if you want to fight the case, just give that paper to the lawyer, and then you can explain to them together. When it comes to the civil case, when the court award you the damages, both is if you can make the dispute resolution with your another guilty party, if they have to pay you monthly or whatever, but when they stop paying you, they break the contract from the court order, then it will go to the execution office. By that time, the execution officer is their job. This process you cannot do by yourself. You have to hire the lawyer to investigate the property of the guilty party, that what they have, for example, car, house, or whatever. You cannot just take it. It's the job of the officer to take that and put into the action. If you put into the action, and then you will get the money from the action, and the rest of the money, if you go back to the guilty party. This is the process. It's very long time. Court case all kind of to be very slow in Thailand. Civil case is around, from the trial court, it should be within 6 months. But when it go to the appeal, it's going to take 1 or 2 years. It's going to take very long time. Also, is the complex nature of the court proceeding mean that you are advised to hire the competent legal counsel. And because when the criminal case in Thailand can take long time, particularly when there are the appeal, the defendants sometimes think that they don't have to renew their visa. That's not true. What you have to do is, because I have seen a lot of foreigners when they have the court proceeding and then they forget about their visa, you have to go to the court, you get the certificate or document, you bring that to the immigration, and they will extend your visa up to the next court day. This is the procedure that some of the people, they think they are on, they don't know what to do about that. The passport with the police, the passport with the immigration. This you can get that, and then you can get the letter from the court and extend your visa. They will issue until the next court day. Okay. And then to the conclude, a few general point of the Thai, law enforcement in Thailand. The court system here is not like in Europe or in USA. We don't have the jury. It's kind of a mix between the civil and common law. Some of the court type they use the common law. Some of the court type they use the civil law. So in another subject, if you are involved in the court proceeding, try to use compromise where it's possible, because it's gonna take you a very long time. Even if the Thai people too, it's not just the foreigner. When you fighting or you have something with another party and you have to go to the court, if you can come to the compromise, that is the best option. And then, for example, if this is like the driving offense, maybe you have problem on the road, it's better to come on the settlement, just talk to them. Because eventually, both of you is going to waste your time. And then when it comes to the court order, if they give the verdict, maybe you will feel disappointed about the verdict of the court, why it's just like this. And then you spend 2 years for this. Maybe you spend a lot of time, a lot of money on that. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is the point because I just want to tell you that important thing is when you have the court police, when you have to the case with you, you should extend your visa by getting the paper from the court and extend your visa because this is always happen with the foreigner, and then sometimes it's a year, and then you blacklist and cannot come back, something like that. Okay, okay. Thank you for listening. I will pleased to answer your question. Thank you. Yes, Mister. Chen, please. Say again. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, thank you. ไม่เดี๋ยวเขาให้ไปตอบก่อน
We have a microphone. Question?
Are we having questions or not? Okay. I was a little confused by your comment about going to the police. Is that only if there's a criminal situation, or if there's a civil situation, should I go to the police and make a report and then go to the lawyer? Is that how it works?
Okay. When you go to the police station, there is two kind of report. One is the report as the evidence. Those report is just going to be the evidence for the court. And then another kind of report is the report that you want the police to file the case against someone. The decision is made by the police, not you, because it's based on what evidence you have right now. So most of the time when you go to the police station, they will say, okay, I will not accept this because you don't have the evidence enough to prove that this person is something wrong. So that's why I suggest you that you can go to the police station anytime when something is happened, report them as the evidence, and then you can keep that and then give it to your lawyer after. When you go to the criminal case, you have two options. After you go to the police station, after you already report to them, you have two options. The police, they will proceed the case by themselves. And another option is at the same time, you can also hire your private lawyer. If you can say that when it comes to the criminal case, the police, they will find the evidence. They interview the witness maybe 3 months, 6 months. After they have the complete paper, they will send those to the prosecutor. And the prosecutor, they will say that this case, they will file the case against to another party or not. It's the decision of the prosecutor, not the decision of the police. The job of the police to investigate, collect the evidence, do everything. When the paper go to the prosecutor, and if they see that the evidence is not enough, the prosecutor will send back the case and ask the police to investigate again. This is how it works. Okay, after prosecutor see that, okay, the evidence, everything is already enough, they will file the case to the court. That is the case happen. That is another side, it becomes the suspect. Okay, and on the other hand, you also can hire the private lawyer. I'm talking about the criminal case there. You also can hire the private lawyer at the same time that the police, they are doing their job. Both is going to go together. Why we doing this? Because, for example, if the police, they take 6 months, in the Thai law, if you hire the private lawyer, maybe in a few months, maybe 1 month, the first hearing day is within a month. So the court, they will say, so it's going to be faster. And what happened is, if the court, they already ask the witnesses on the first day, I'm talking about the private lawyer, they file the case, yeah? And then the court, they accept the case. The prosecutor, they will join. They will come and join our case together. It's like the road, from 2 roads become 1. Something like that. This is how the criminal is happen. Okay. And then when its criminal case happen, it's also the damages is inside there. You can ask for the damages. The prosecutor, they have the right to ask for what the damages that you're asking for, 1 million, 2 million, whatever. And then for the civil case, of course, it's not the job of the police at all. It's your job. You have to hire the lawyers.
At what point does the brown envelope come into play? The brown envelope, when does that come into play? When?
I think it's a white envelope.
Not mentioned.
I have a simple question. Why wouldn't it be easier to go ring the lawyer first before doing all that police crap?
You can do that, ma'am. It's easier and it's because some people if you are talking the criminal, of course you have to go to the police station. But if you're talking to the civil case, of course you can go to the lawyer directly. But when it comes to criminal case, you cannot just go to the lawyer. It's your job to go to the police station first to report. As I said, you have to report within 90 days. You cannot do
criminal case, does that mean if somebody breaks into your apartment or steals things?
Yes.
Yeah, but then you have got the insurance for that anyway.
It's different. If you're talking about insurance, it's the insurance. The insurance will take care of everything, right?
Oh, okay.
They will go to the court by themselves. They will pay you, and then they will do all the cases. So this is we're talking about the people. They don't have the insurance. They have to do the case by themselves. When someone breaking to your house, what you have to do, go to the police station, report them to the police, and then you have two options. After you report, you're gonna wait for the police, or you're gonna do by yourself. If you do by yourself, you have to pay more with the lawyer. But if
but I can go with a lawyer to the police.
Of course, ma'am. Of course, you can go.
Because language is a big problem.
Of course, you can go.
So, and another quick question, not related to this, in regards to passports, in regards to passport, do you do German passports too? No.
German, you have to go to the embassy by yourself, ma'am.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
And do you do wills as well? And how much does it cost?
It starts from 10,000 baht, sir. 10,000.
And do you record it with the American Embassy, for example? And is it in Thai and English?
Thai and English, yes. We not record with the American Embassy. It's in Thailand, when you do the will, you can do anywhere. It doesn't have to, in the embassy. You can just do with the lawyer office anywhere in Thailand.
Okay, thank you.
I'll do it for 5,000. I'll do it for 5,000.
Anybody do it cheaper?
Can you write your own will in your own language, and then if you did pass away, it would then be translated from English into Thai by the lawyer?
You can do that, but if when someone the person is already passed away, and then if another party, we don't know who, they're gonna come and object about the will, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Better write in Thai and then translate into English and then notary. Both English and Thai is better because if you write in, because you're in Thailand, when you go to the court, you use the Thai paper, because we don't want the translation from another to another is going to be to become the problem when you go to the court. So we want it to be in Thai first, and then we translate, or we do both Thai and English.
Okay,
But if you start from your original language,
It's on.
and then you translate into, like, for example, from Japanese to Thai, that is going to be a little bit difficult.
After you're passed away, that would be difficult.
No. Yes. When the lawyer go to the court, it's going to be difficult.
Explain the difficulty if you don't mind.
Because, for example, okay, when we do this will, the lawyer, they understand the Japanese language or not? It's not, they don't understand what you are writing there. We understand from after you translate it. But because we want to do it on, according to the Thai law, we want to write it in Thai. This is how we do it. Of course, you can do it, but we try to close the gap. If is there any chance?
But you can pay. But after a foreigner dies, the lawyer can take the written document in English and give it to a professional Thai translator who's certified by the court as a professional Thai translator.
Yes, can.
And then he can translate it into Thai, certify it, and then present it to the court. This is the English version. This.
No. I'm telling you, I had personal experience. We had a very...
Hang on. Hi.
Go ahead.
You stated that you were able to help Laotian find work. I have a Laotian girlfriend, and she's sort of confused about her ability to find work.
That's your job.
I went and asked someone close to the immigration about her ability to get a work permit, and she's from Laos, but she's here legally. Right now she's on an education visa.
คนลาว
Laos.
เขาบอกว่าเขามีปัญหาเรื่องการทำ work permit ของคนลาวที่ต้องอธิบายคนลาวต้องทำ MOU ไม่ใช่เหรอ
Okay, gonna answer this question. With Lao national, she has two ways to do work permit here in Thailand. One is set up company and work on a Thai company. Okay, that to do that is more complicated because you need 4 Thai workers, blah blah blah. Okay, another way is Laos we call MOU. She can have that MOU visa. We give her 2 year plus 2 year extend, so 4 year together. But she need a Thai employer. This Thai employer have to be here in Chonburi. If she have, she can do.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. So more advice than a question for the gentleman who was asking about wills. My uncle passed away. He was an American. He had an expensive condo in Jomtien. He had a very legitimate will from a prestigious Boston law firm that was absolutely, we could have rolled it up and smoked it. It was completely useless. So once the person is gone, that condo would have sat empty forever. There was no way to give it to anybody. It took us 5 years fighting in the courts to get the courts to understand that my mother was his only living relative. And in order to do that, we had to provide her marriage certificate, my father's death certificate, her parents' death certificates, birth records for everyone. It was years. It was a nightmare. Spend the $300, get a Thai will if you have any assets worth protecting. Buy a Thai lawyer. Give them your U.S. will, let them copy it. But if you want to protect any assets or you want to decide who they go to and you're in Thailand, have a Thai will by a Thai lawyer.
Yeah, that's why what I'm trying to say, that it's not just you can make it or not. You can make it, of course, but we always think that when it comes to the court, we have to close all the gap. That because we don't know what is happening in the future. Another party, someone's gonna come.
Can I follow up for a moment on your previous statement about Lao MOU, 2 year with a 2 year extension? What happens at the end of the 4 years? Start over?
After 4 years, she had to leave country. It means do it again, start a new process.
Okay, just in regards to the testament, you need a testament. you need a testament from here, you go to a lawyer who speaks your language and is a lawyer here, so which means he is Thai or his wife is Thai. And you need a testament in America. So it doesn't matter. Here, if you're here and die here, all your assets which you have here, you need a Thai lawyer. If your assets are here and your home country, you need one for your home country, for the assets there, and one for your assets here. Simple. And they do translate. You get your copy and the translation copy.
Okay.
Yeah, one more thing about the will. I did a will years ago, and I was married at the time, but the American Embassy used to come down here about every 3 months, and I talked to them, and I gave them a copy of my will, and they said, whatever is in that will, exactly what we will do. Okay. Meanwhile, my wife had passed away, but I did a will with her at the Thai attorney, and it was actually just a warning for the rest of you guys. Her family come and took everything, and I got nothing. She left everything to me, but everything was gone. Her money, everything, her car, everything, they completely wiped everything out. Just to share with you guys, you don't have many rights here. And I went to the lawyer, and the lawyer talked to the family, and I got nowhere. I'm thinking, why did I pay you guys? Because you did nothing. You no protection whatsoever.
You didn't deserve it.
You make your will, right? And then your wife or a will of your wife, right? I have to look to the will because I cannot answer that. I have to look into the detail because the will is very, quite of simple, but maybe because it's something is happened between, in the process. I cannot answer that because I have to look into the will.
Thank you. An accident while driving. Every day we come across a dangerous situation. You all face it, I'm sure. But lately, I've been having cars parked on the side with people opening their door and there's no place to go. The right lane is taken, so I hit the horn and the brake at the same time and avoid hitting doors that are opening. Sometimes it's from someone in the car, and sometimes it's someone who is stupid enough to come out and open their door facing the traffic coming. Either way, it's very easy to hit that door and to hurt the person. My son is concerned that if this happens, I'll be deported. Tell me about being deported.
ไม่เขาจะถูกส่งตัวถ้าสมมติว่ามันมีประเด็น I think that if you don't have the court verdict yet, I think it will not be a problem about the deported. As I told you before, when is criminal case is happening, you still can extend your visa. But at the end of that, I cannot answer you because it's the court decision, right? So I cannot because I cannot tell that what will happen to the case.
It's not a police decision, it's the court's decision.
No, because for example, if your son choose to hit someone that are opening the door, are you right? If you are decide to hit that person that they are just open the door during the whatever, then that is the case that you have to go to, and then as I told you, the police they will come to investigate, and then they have to say that into the particular situation, and then maybe eventually, as I told you, it will become compromise. If you can compromise, it's the best option. That is not a good thing to go to the court. But if you feel that you are right, you want to fight the case, that you can do that. So it's going to related to the deport or not. So those is, it come after the verdict, when the court they have the verdict.
Hello. 2 points. Very important, as I think the lady said, that you have a will in each jurisdiction in which you've got assets. So if you're American, you've got American assets, but you've also got interest in Thailand, you need 2 wills. They cross-reference each other is the preferred situation. The other point I want to pick up, if I may, and thank you for your talk, is common law, meaning not legally married, man and wife. Can you tell us some words about what happens when one of the 2 die? Because we had an incident within family, long-term relationship, but they weren't legally married. They were both Thai. Can you give us some words about that, please?
Those that you can prove to the court, and especially if you have the child together, that is going to be, you can prove that even though you're not registered, you are married. It's happened to the foreigner here. It's okay. Yeah.
Thank you for your talk. I paid money for a condo as deposit.
Deposit, okay.
Yeah, deposit. And then there goes something wrong because condo was sold to another person. And I went to the police to tell them, and they say to me, it's not criminal, it's private, so it's not my they don't have to do nothing. I did not know, that time I did not know that the police can make or has to make a private report. And so I go back, and so I don't have a report from the police, but it's private. Is it possible to go against it without a police document?
Okay. If you're going to file that case as a criminal case, what you have to do is you have to report to the police first, as I said, right? And then you hire your own private lawyer. Then you can do the criminal case. Yes, you can. But it has to be within 90 days. It has to be within 90 days.
3 months.
Maybe it's already beyond 3 months, so it's going to be, yeah. If it's beyond 3 months, then you can go to the civil.
Hi. According to your experience, when there is a case, civil or criminal, and there are 2 parties, one national Thai and one not Thai, how biased is the system, police, court, or what the process towards one of the 2 parties? This is according to your experience. I know that in theory shouldn't matter, but in practice?
When another party is the foreigner and another party is Thai, but most of the action is come from the lawyer, not yourself. It doesn't matter that you're foreigner or you're Thai. You have to have your own, because if you not hire the lawyer and then you want to do it by yourself, if like this, if you go to the police station by yourself without a lawyer, it's going to be very, very difficult. Sometimes when you go to report something, it's very simple, and then they will just, sometimes, I'm not saying every time, I'm not saying it's in Pattaya. Sometimes they will just reject that, and they will say, oh, I will not accept this case, and then you cannot report it. So that's why I suggest that, because you are the foreigner and the police, some of the police, most of them, they cannot speak English, and then they cannot understand what you want. So better you hire a lawyer, and then it's going to be faster if you have the lawyer to proceed, with the police. Yeah.
Oh, me? Okay. This is rather frivolous, but I've been told, and I've lost a bet on it, that it's illegal to leave home without underwear.
Leave home without what?
Is that true?
No.
I'm living proof that it's okay.
That is your right, sir. What you can do is about you. It's your
It is.
right. You
Is it true?
No, it's your right. You're right. You can do anything about yourself.
You can leave home without underwear.
You can't. No, you can leave. You can wear or unwear your.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, just to relate something that somebody harped on. Everybody remembers probably John from the Ritz restaurant in John TM, very famous, good cook. He was very successful, and he had the Thai restaurant, his restaurant, and a Thai massage parlor. Now, he put it in the wife's name for obvious reasons. Unfortunately for him, he was taken ill, and he had to go back to England in a wheelchair to have treatment. Okay, he's in hospital. Unfortunately, his 37-year-old wife had a hemorrhage and died. Big problem. He's stuck in a hospital. He's got a beautiful house with a Mercedes and everything. And somebody, his next door neighbour, is ringing him and saying, "John, have you sold your house?" He said, "No." The family had moved everything out of his house, stripped everything, even the lights, everything, whole lot gone. And they took over the two businesses. He hadn't got a leg to stand on.
Did you have any underwear?
Maybe. The point I'm trying to make is that be very careful when you put lots of things in a Thai name. The family takes precedent. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah.
Because okay.
Yeah. And my advice to everybody here is don't ever go to court. I've been there twice, and it took me 4 years. I got nothing, even though I won the case twice. Not worth it. Settle it amicably if you can. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The naked man brought me to my question. I have heard in Thailand it is forbidden to drive motorbike without a shirt. Is it true?
Without a shirt?
Only without a shirt, with a naked side here. Why are you laughing? It's a question.
It's a funny question.
It's what? It's true.
It's quite difficult to answer that because if the police, they're going to find something on, I mean, just about the shirt, right?
Yeah.
It's not the traffic law, of course. So I'm thinking what kind of law is going to meet that you're not wearing the shirt, but I don't think so. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can you tell us how much you charge for your services per hour or per day?
For consult, it's free. You can come to the office. For consultant, it's free.
What advice would you give people who are renting here regarding our leases? Just general advice. What would you tell us?
เกี่ยวกับเรื่องเช่าเขาถามว่าเราจะแนะนำเขายังไงก็ให้ทนายเป็นคนร่างสัญญาให้ Okay, because according to my experience, when you do the list or you renting something that you will do it by yourself with another party, I suggest you to, of course, you have to hire the lawyer to see the contract, and then that's why we can see the paper. Because when it comes to the contract, the most important thing is the detail inside the agreement. So if you hire the lawyer, then we can close the loop, we can close the gap that maybe they will take advantage from you. That is the most important thing of the contract. So
Okay, it's good to know that the consult would be free, but beyond that, if you were to represent someone in court, for instance, how much would you charge for that? Per hour.
What is, I have to ask it what kind of case, and then what is the, the value of the case. It depends on.
Okay, but some kind of ballpark figure, examples where you could give us an idea of how much it might cost.
เขาบอกขอไอเดียหน่อยว่ามีอะไรบ้างอย่างวิวเท่าไหร่นะ example for view is 10,000 for the contract is also 10,000 baht and that contract is provide ภาษาอังกฤษ two languages Thai and English and then ถ้าค่าคอร์ดเราเริ่มต้นอยู่ที่เท่าไหร่นะ Okay, if the court proceeding we start from 30,000 baht but it's starting because you have to bring the situation is totally different. And
so that would be 30,000 baht for the duration of the court.
Yeah, for the trial court only. So when it go to the appeal is another. Yeah, for the trial court, for the first court only. Okay.
Actually, following up to two different questions. How much for a review of a lease or a purchase agreement? How much to review a lease?
Review.
For anything? To review a lease?
Review.
He's not writing a lease.
5,000 baht, ma'am.
Okay. And then, this is a really silly question, but I'm currently in a hotel and they're not willing to file the TM30 form. What am I supposed to do? It's too small an amount to hire a lawyer, and I don't know that hiring a lawyer is going to persuade them.
The TM30 is like they have the system for the hotel itself. I don't know.
I have an elite visa, and now they changed it as of September 15 that I'm supposed to file it, which I'm very reluctant to do, online, and the hotel won't give me the form to file online, and they won't file it themselves.
Actually, for the TM30 for the hotel, as I know, is they have the system. They already connected to the immigration. They can do it online by themselves by putting.
That's
your
not
detail.
what the elite visa people are saying. As of September 15, it changed. They sent me a note and said I have to file it.
So then, otherwise, you have to get the paper from the hotel.
Well, they're not giving it to me, and the elite visa people have called them twice, and they're not giving it to me. Two different people at Elite Visa called them, and they're not giving it to me. What am I supposed to do?
Maybe you can. You have the receipt from the hotel, ma'am. The receipt that you are paying the hotel.
No, it's credit card, but I can probably get a receipt.
Oh. But I mean, you use your credit card to pay.
Yes.
But the hotel, they must give you the receipt,
Okay.
right? Okay. Maybe you can try with your receipt.
Okay.
Put your receipt together to the TM30 and go to the immigration.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. The point of the TM30, they just want to see your name and address. Your name is have to be there, and then the address that you are staying. If both of these come out to that paper, I think.
Okay, they did give a note saying on their letterhead saying I'm staying there, so maybe that will.
Because that's why I'm asking you for the receipt. In the receipt, your name is there, right? And then the address of the hotel that you're staying is there. Maybe you can use the receipt of that too.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay.
In a case where the gentleman was talking about.
Excuse me, I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer a question before we get to another question. But take that receipt, your information. If you go to the immigration on Jom 10, Beach Road, Zoe 5, on the right-hand side, the second door further down, there'll be a sign that says TM30. Go in there, this desk will specifically handle filing the TM30 for you, and you give them the information that you have, and they had the forms and everything.
Yeah, in a case where the gentleman was talking about having an asset, let's say an apartment or even business, in the name of the girlfriend, and to avoid a situation like where the partner sort of suddenly decides to do something with the assets, can an agreement be signed to grant the beneficial interest of the asset into the foreigner, although they don't have the ownership, or they have a minority ownership of a company, so that they cannot rent it or sell it without the approval of the minority owner. Will that contract be valid? And also, in the case of the death of the Thai partner, will the asset be transferred into, or the beneficial interest of the asset be transferred into the foreign partner?
Okay.
Will a contract like that be valid in court?
Because when you go to the court, this is I have to come out with the big picture. There is the paper in title deed that is your wife's name, and then there is the contract. Put it there that house is not my wife's house, is my house. You think which one? This paper is made between two parties. The agreement is made between two parties, between husband and wife. But this paper, title deed, cannot, it came from the government. You think which one the court will listen? Of course. Whatever the contract you can make, no problem. But it's a little bit the psychology that if, you can make that to the psychology of your wife. For example, okay, your name is here in Chenot, but I make another one, right? Okay, this is or everything is mine. But when it comes to the court, they will listen to the Chenot.
Okay,
of course, this is gonna be a little bit, let's say, it's gonna be useless, because how can you prove that? How can you prove that? Because it's happened, but the paper from the government, it is evident, is a little bit, more better than the contract.
Well, if the contract is obviously needs to be in Thai, and if it's notarized, doesn't that make it also legal in the Thai law?
If you
yeah.
Okay, if you make the contract in Thai, you should have they call the stamp. There is the tax stamp. You can buy in the tax stamp, the small 5 baht. Maybe you can see that. It should be there in the contract. That is already legal. You can use it in the court. If it's in Thai. But if it's in English, of course, you need the notary republic, and then you have to have the tax stamp again. Yeah. So in Thailand, you make the contract, you make in Thai. And after that, translate into English, put it together as a translation, as a English version translate from that agreement. So try to make it in Thai. So.
Yeah, good morning, Chachai. Is it not illegal for a Thai to use a foreigner's money to purchase property?
It's, depend on the how can I say that? How can she or he use your money? This topic is go to like fraud. It's go to a lot of things, because your question is it not illegal to use the money of someone? But what kind of use it, and then how the money is coming from where is already in Thailand. You have agreement. Is she using your money illegally, or you just give it to him, to her? This is detail. It's not enough for me to analyze that, because it have to go to the fact that the way that they are giving you the money to use it, how is that person have the interest on that money, earn any profit, or it's just just give it for free. It's a lot of detail that I have to go to that.
Yeah. So if you've got the documentation that you say transferred the money for the purchase, and just for example, say you had a girlfriend or something and you bought property with her, and then she
decided to kick you out or something like that, how would you go about that then?
You mean you have the evidence that you are the person who pay for the house, right?
Yeah.
And then one day she just kick you out from the house?
Yeah, I'm not saying that's me.
Yeah. I mean the example. For example, this is the question, right? Okay, if it's like that, for me, I think you still can prove that you are the person who paying to the house, and then she just it depends again that what is her position? Is she your wife, your girlfriend, and then what kind of problem that you have? Because it's not from the beginning, right? You just have the problem afterward. But before that, you are okay. You've been doing that. You pay, and then after that, why suddenly she kick you out? Okay, we have to go to the detail from that. But the right of the house, you still can prove to the court that you are the person who pay. Yeah, it's not just like she kick you out and you don't have the right in the house. No, it's not like that. You still can prove that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, along those lines, it's my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if you bring the money in and you provide it to a Thai person for purchase of property, you can take a mortgage on that property for yourself, that is the mortgage person giving the mortgage, and in turn you can also do a lease as long as it's more than 3 years, and it can go up to 30 years, and both of those documents can be filed with the land office and put on the Shinote so that they can't do anything without your permission. Is that correct?
If you are going to lease more than 3 years, those lease to become legally, you have to register to the land department. So if the mortgage that if you rent the house more than 3 years, as he said, that better go to the land department, and then your name is going to be there because you are renting, and you have to pay a lot of money for the tax, that because you're renting for 30 years.
Yes, I drive in Thailand. It's a very interesting adventure. And so say I have an accident, which is not unheard of in Thailand. What steps do I go through and what tips have you got? So I've just been hit by a motorbike, my car's been hit by a motorbike, or there's been a clash of cars or whatever.
Okay. When that is happened, in the crime scene, of course, someone is going to call the police, right? Okay, the police going to come investigate, and they will take you all to the police station. Okay.
One thing you gave me a tip earlier on is never get out of the car and say it's your fault.
It depends on the situation, because if you know that you are right, you're right. Don't admit that you are wrong. You have to know yourself that, okay, I'm driving, I'm right, it's 100% right. But if you're not sure, like 50-50, so I prefer you to come to the compromise. But if you know that you are right 100%, that another party is wrong. So you have to confident, never admit that you are wrong if you are right. Why would you do that, right?
All right, so then the police are called, they come to the scene. I've been told, if you always take photos. If somebody hits you with a motorbike, take as many photos, because it's been known that a Thai gets off their motorbike uninjured, and but by the time the police come, they've got bandages everywhere over them. So,
phone, take the photo of the vehicle, plate number. If you can talk to another party, if you can ask them for the ID card, ask them for the permission. Can I take the photo of your ID card? Just take it, keep it, in case of if they run away. Okay, because sometimes when you are together, okay, if you talk at the police station, we go there and they never show up. Yeah, so that's why you have the plate number, you have the ID card. At the same time, if they not show up in the police station, you can report to police directly at the time.
So do you phone the police to come to you, or do you go to the police station?
Most of the time when it's big accident, of course the police, they're going to come by themselves. But if the small accident, you also can call the police. They will come, but they come with the 2 motorbike. Or if you have the insurance, you call the insurance.
Call insurance. Yeah. First the police, then the insurance.
And the insurance will cover everything.
Mm. Call the insurance first or second? First. Okay, cool. You want to say something?
Oh, yeah. Question rises what Ren's just spoken about. You have an accident, your car's hit a motorbike, or the other way around, more likely. Do you move your vehicle or the bike? Because often you see a car parked in a place where nobody can get past and nobody will move the vehicle before the police get there. Is that correct?
If you can, because they're not moving the car because they want to see as the evidence that who is right or who is wrong. If you can take the photo, video, whatever, keep it as the evidence, it's okay. Of course, if you're not going to move the car, it's your right to not move the car, yes. But the question is like, am I going to move the car or not? If you want not to move the car, you just put it there. That is not illegal that because the accident is happening. But you're asking that, if I'm going to move the car, what should I do, right? So you have to do that. You have to take the video, you have to take the picture. But the question, I cannot tell you that. You have to tell me, should I move or not? If I were you, if the accident is really big, huge, of course I'm not going to move that. But it's a very small scratch symbol. Take the picture and everything and move the car.
Yeah, there was an interesting thing. I was coming back on a motorway and we were on the outside lane and suddenly, apparently, a car stopped in the outside lane. I think it had a minor ding with a car from an inner lane. It just stopped. And amazingly, everybody stopped in time and there was no pile up and stuff because there's no bully boy cars sitting on people's bumper bars. So if that sort of thing happens, and it's like it was a minor ding, you should pull over to the left, right, and get off the, not cause a major pile up.
Yes, if you can move your car, please. Safety first. Move to the right side and park that. But maybe they really cannot move it, or I'm not.
Oh no, the car was like minor scratch or something. It was like. I think we're done. I think we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge round of applause. Now, of course, a lot of this falls into knowledge you hope you never have to use, right? But thank you to Kun Chang and Kun Chat Chai for coming and giving a wonderful educational morning. All right, I knew there was going to be a lot of questions and you didn't disappoint me. By the way, we've got over 100 people here today. So we've had 90, 95 and now 101. So yeah, welcome. And who's glad they came this morning, right? Yeah, so